Hi, my name is Rini, founder of Dunamis Health Strategies. I wanted to take this opportunity to share with you two main tenets of my philosophy. One is evidence-based, and two is biblical principles. What does this look like? Well, evidence-based means you're going to get information based on scientific research, while extracting and unifying scientific principles from the Bible. An example of this would be hand washing. Many of us are familiar with the importance of hand washing, but it wasn't always the case. Around 1847, in an Austrian hospital, new mothers were dying at staggering rates. Physicians were examining the dead and then examining expectant mothers. Well, Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis determined to get to the root cause of this trend. He discovered that hand washing was the key. Those under his watch he made wash their hands after examining the dead. And after doing so, the death rate dropped significantly. Although scientists are quick to point out that Dr. Semmelweis was not the first to proclaim this hypothesis. In 1795, Alexander Gordon of Scotland suggested the idea first. In addition, Oliver Wendell Holmes in 1843 also declared that doctors should wash their hands after examining the dead. Now, even though Dr. Semmelweis wasn't the first to recommend this, and in spite of his positive results, he received severe criticism, to the point where he had to be put into an insane asylum. Now, if scientists really want to give credit where credit's due, then they should give God the glory. For the principle of hand washing and the uncleanness of the dead was given thousands of years prior. Numbers 19:11 states, "He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days." Where Jeremiah 2:22 states, "For though thou wash with niter, and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, declareth the Lord." The custom of washing to be clean with niter, or which is also called potash in the Hebrew word, and soap in the Hebrew also means a vegetable or alkaline material, was common among the ancient people. If scientists had searched the health principles found in the Bible, they would have discovered important truths about washing and the uncleanliness of the dead. Perhaps Dr. Semmelweis wouldn't have been so criticized and put in an insane asylum, and surely there wouldn't have been so many deaths. This is just one example of how the laws of science are found in the biblical principles. There are so many more examples, but for this video, I'll give you just one more. Let's look at Leviticus 7:23. It states, "Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, Ye shall eat no manner of fat of ox, of sheep, or of goat." Now today we know oxen, which can also be called cattle, sheep, and goats can produce saturated fats. Science now tells us that saturated fats are linked to cardiovascular disease, certain cancers, type 2 diabetes, disruption of pathways in the liver, and much more. Florence Nightingale said, "The laws of science are the thoughts of God." What a beautiful picture. Because of her deep conviction about universal law, she did not believe in miraculous intervention as an answer to prayer. On the contrary, she thought that human beings must discover the laws of God and apply them for health and wholeness. Now, many have seen miracles and many have not seen miracles. But it would behoove us to ask the question before asking for a miracle, are we obeying the laws of nature for health and healing? Dunamis means miraculous or miracle. One of the purposes of Dunamis Health Strategies is to highlight the miracles of restoration, given by God through the laws of science. This is so that our body can do what it was created to do. These biblical principles, which were once taken by faith, are now being seen through the lens of science. So stay tuned, because there are many more strategies to come.
Don't forget to subscribe and like, and remember, sharing is caring, so you can forward this to a friend.